guys, so about a year ago I did a series on the Crystalac Facebook groups called Crystalac Tip of the Day, and I thought it would be a really good idea to revisit all of those tips. I think there's like 60 in total, and just talk about them here in this TikTok format, and I'll also put them on my YouTube so that they're easier to find because right now they're kind of buried in Facebook post land in those groups. So hopefully this will help. I'm going to add a hashtag of Crystalac Tip of the Day so that the videos are easier to find if you're coming into this series later on, but this is going to be the very first video. I will do it as consistently as possible. I can't guarantee every single day based on my schedule and when I'm traveling, but I will be as consistent as possible because I already have all the tips written out. I just have to do these videos. So the very first tip is that all Crystalac products except glitter glue need 4 hours to dry in between layers. So we actually didn't even have glitter glue when we started this series, but clear gel stains, extreme protection, bright tone, flippin' awesome paints, universal white, and any of the gloss paints. Those are gonna need 4 hours to dry in between layers. Now you might touch it after an hour and realize that it feels dry, and that's great. After an hour, you can move it to a dry rack and take it off of your spinner. But the product is drying from the top down, so that lower layer is actually still working on drying, and if you cover it up, you're going to impact its ability to dry, which is going to impact your finish. Now, if you're using the paints, you might have an issue called mud cracking, where you see cracks in the surface of the paint. And then if you're using anything clear in nature, including the gloss paints, those are gonna have issues called orange peel that is widespread little teeny tiny dots that look just like the peel of an orange. And we're gonna talk about that more specifically in a different video and how to identify that and ways to keep it from happening. But those are the issues. So even if it feels dry, you want to stick with 4 hours minimum in between layers for all of your Crystalac products. Glitter glue is gonna be 2 hours. And again, we'll touch base on that in a different video. Now, if you are having issues with orange peel, and you're doing 4 hours, you might need to stick to a 5-hour dry time schedule, especially if you're in an area with high humidity, which is like 70% or higher, or lower temperatures, which would be 70 degrees or under 70 degrees. Those may require some additional dry time if you are having issues. If you're not, then your 4 hours is fine. And then finally, if you're new, and especially if you're switching from epoxy and you might be a little bit more heavy-handed, we recommend starting with a 5-hour dry time just until you get the hang of the product so that you can give plenty of time for all of it to dry. So hopefully that helps with any questions on that. Let me know in the comments if you do have questions, and I will try and be back tomorrow for another tip of the day.